Hey, Akuna Matata, my Linux compadres. What are we doing today? Well, we're doing something stunning. We're installing Arch plus Omarchy. And later, I'm going to give you my opinion on why this project is really important, and also on DHH, and also, of course, on Omarchy. We're doing this fresh, live together, and I'm going to check it out. I have been using Hyperland for a pretty long time. I'm well accustomed to tinkering with the config files, etc. But today we are installing Arch with Arch install. Why? Because you do not want to watch me install Arch the manual way. I've done that a gazillion times. I'm not going to do that on video. You would just right away click next video. If you want me to create a how to install Arch from scratch, I'll do that. Leave it in the comment down below. If you want to learn how to install NVIDIA drivers, secure boot, boot with Windows, etc. Just let me know in the comments. I'll create it. No worries. And Arch install language, English 100%. I wonder if it's like, why 100%? Like, is there an option of 90% and every fourth word is Greek? Who knows? That would be funny. Just to make the Arch install more complicated. But I'm also doing it this way to show you, if you're new to Linux, this is super important, that you can install Arch and Omarchy in 15 minutes and have a fully functional, amazing, both development setup and also just a Linux setup. I'm a Linux administrator and I'm not a developer, web developer or programmer. But I use tiling window managers because that's the way to go. It's super quick, easy, snappy, snappy. And okay, let's locals. This is good for me. Mirrors, I don't care about that right now. This configuration, let's do that. Partitioning. And I'm gonna do this fast and furious because let me know if you want like a really good tutorial, but the Arch wiki is the best wiki out there. And also Omarchy, the manual online is stunning. Really good, great job, DHH and the team. Let's see, we wanna do suggested partition layout, Btrfs, and I want to use the sub volumes because I'm gonna shoot a video about snapshots in Btrfs. So if you're updating, if you wanna take a snapshot backup, and use compression, yes. So click and subscribe for that video that's coming up. It's gonna be so amazing. Confirm and exit, disk encryption. This is super important because Omarchy actually automatically logs you in and you want something like a password somewhere along the way. And also, if you're installing this on a laptop, disk encryption is always the way to go because maybe you're gonna lose it on the subway. Who knows? Encryption types, that's Lux. That's the only option that we have. It's the best option. Partitions, you have to click this to tell it what partition or disk you're actually going to encrypt. And encryption password, don't forget to set that because if you don't set it, nothing's going to happen. Back and swap, yes. Bootloader, I want to use grub and why grub. Systemd is technically quicker, snappier. It's more minimal for you elitists out there. And I use that if I'm just the only user and I just have that Linux distro on the machine, but I'm actually installing this on my wife's machine. And so C boots Windows from another disk. And it's a UEFI BIOS, of course. So I need grub. And host name, don't care about that. Root password, let's password it away. I clicked the wrong thing. And user count, you have to add a user because Hyperland is not going to start if you're root. And I want to be sudo, of course, confirm and exit, profile, don't care about that. But if you don't know what that is, you can actually say desktop, minimal, whatever, server. And so that is quite handy if you need it. Audio, we're going to use Pulse, of course. Network, I'm going to use Network Manager because I'm used to that and I like it. I know some of you hate Systemd and everything. Time zone, UTC, that is correct. Iceland all the way. DHH, if you ever come to Iceland, look me up, hit me up. I'll show you around. We're going to have a good time. So, install, yes. I was talking a lot. I did that quickly. Maybe just to show new users, Arch is not like this amazing monster that's going to kill your time and eat your babies. Not at all. So I'm going to edit this out and then I'm going to come back once we've rebooted and hopefully we get the password prompt from Lux. And we are back. So now we're being asked for our password to de-encrypt the volume. And so let's see what happens. Maybe I put in the wrong password. Who knows? That might happen. Yes, I did. And now we wait for something to happen. The Linux Ninja, the musical, coming soon to a theater near you. I don't believe I put it in. No, I was going to say again. So wget, I'm doing this from memory. I looked at the manual earlier. So quiet output the file, and we're going to get it from https omarchy.org install. And I also saw it's called First Steps or something in the manual. You scroll all the way down. I don't think I've seen anybody talk about this, but I've seen people complain about this. Too many apps, too many whatever. You can do bear, I think it was bear. So bear install, and then you don't get the apps, or some of the apps, maybe just the ones that you really need. I don't know, but then you don't get everything. I want everything. I want the whole shebang. Like when in Rome, people. So I didn't install it. Oh. Sorry, I was talking too much in when I was doing the install. So let's just install it now. You could have done that, of course, during the install by selecting packages, if I remember correctly. But we're going to pipe this out to bash. It took me a second. It actually took me a second. Orc. What is that? Like the evil website? Orcs are coming. There we are. Sorry about that. I know you were probably screaming at the screen like, oh, it's Orc. So I'm going to just talk a little bit, like just to see, so you see the installer run. Oh, that is cool. I'm an 80s baby. So enter full name. Just Ace. That's not my name, but let's just make a dummy email address. I don't want to show the YouTube's my actual email address. But anyways, I really like that. Felt like I was playing a game from the 80s. And so why is this project important? Actually, let's start with DHH. I see him everywhere right now. It's probably because I watched some of the podcasts, some of the interviews, and now my feed is that just DHH. And I'm a fan. I really like his passion, enthusiasm. He loves Linux. You can just see it in his eyes. And so I've heard some critiques that this is bloated, you should build it from scratch, yada, 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 etc. Yes, there's truth to that. That was my journey. But we all learn differently. Some people, like if you're a web developer, you have no Linux experience or whatever, you're starting out with Linux and you just want something that works. This is, I think, amazing. It's just like, let's say Ubuntu or whatever, Fedora, Mint. It comes pre-packaged with a lot of stuff, and that might be your initial journey towards Linux and learning. And I think we need to accept everybody, celebrate everybody, and actually come and support people that are, motivated and love Linux and are preaching the gospel about why we should switch to Linux. And we all come at this from different angles, from different experiences. So I think we as if there could be like an ethos behind Linux.Ninjas, the small community that I'm trying to create is like, I love Linux. We should all love Linux and try to support each other and just be enthusiastic. And don't tell people like, oh, well, if it's your friend and he's running Debian, you can of course say, hey, buddy, what's happening with those old packages? Somebody might you make fun of me like, oh, you're running Arch. Are you, what do you call it? Like a furry? Are you a furry? I don't know why that is a thing. I'm a boomer. I'm not into all that stuff. So anyways, I think why this project is important because we need more people like DHH coming on board to Linux. And actually now he's talking about why not bring the market share up from 5% to 10 to 15 to 20. Nice. And I think that's amazing. And I think we need more influential people into the community that are building things for Linux. And, fixing packages, committing and fixing bugs. And so I think this is amazing. And what I've from what I've seen online, sorry, it looks great. And I just really love the enthusiasm behind it. And so, okay, DHH, people might say, oh, you should start Arch and start from scratch. And okay, but he started on Ubuntu. And then now he's on Arch. And who knows where he's going to go next. But maybe he's not going to go from Arch because Arch is amazing. Ubuntu is also amazing. That's the thing. If you want that environment and it just works for you. And I know as a full-time Linux administrator for years, I just want stuff that works. And I don't want too many issues. And I don't have any issues with Arch. A lot of people do. But that's also because they're learning. They're growing. And so when they ask a question on Reddit, try to help them out. Don't tell them they're an idiot and RTFM and whatever. Because for some people, they have a hard time reading and grasping like information that way. And that's why I'm creating these YouTubes. And because some people learn by watching videos. And then doing like the important thing is actually fingers on keyboard and just staying in Linux. And so anyways, I don't want to get too far off topic, but I think this project is super amazing and important. I think DHH as an addition to the community is amazing and what he brings. I won't, now it's rebooting, but I'm going to have to wait. I'm going to have to stand up and turn off the machine. Hey, how you doing? I'm going to tell you why. Because actually, the UEFI is so Windows oriented on this machine. If you reboot it, it's just going to go to Windows. But if you power it off from a cold boot, then you can actually get into Linux. It hates Linux. No. But that's one of those like things, like finicky things that, might put people off from Linux. Like they wouldn't figure that out. So let's see what happens. I'm excited. Let's discover this together. Let's see. That's the Lux password. That looks cool, but I'm a post guy. I just want to see what's happening. So for like a new Linux person, not seeing, okay, that's good. That's what I wanted to see. I just want to see green, nothing's red. Just kind of want to see what's happening quickly. A quick overview, if you will. Okay, we are logged in. Let's see what we have here. What happens if I click this? So August 10th. And sometimes you might get like a calendar thing, but I never use it, so it doesn't bother me. What's this? I wonder if I'm supposed to, it automatically hides icons, like if you have multiple. That's kind of cool, but what's that? I wonder if input method. Oh, that's okay. So because I'm Icelandic, if I would add another keyboard, I could switch input methods there and also probably with soup or something, who knows, but I'm gonna do that later. Bluetooth, I wonder if that's working. Works. Wonder if they found my Wi-Fi. Yeah, it's working. Sweet. Okay, I wonder if I'm probably supposed to see something here. So I wonder if I need Pavu control or something installed, but I'm probably 100% sure I'm getting audio. Yeah. So what's that? Oh, that's BTOP. I haven't used it. It looks stunning. So much information. If you're using top or HTOP, I'm going to switch to BTOP. So I'm going to look at that later. But okay, that is really cool. So the workspaces that we have, 5. Of course, you can just increase, decrease that if you want to through the config files. Okay, so if we click here, this opens up apps. Like I said, Bear, if you want to just minimize the apps that are installed, ChatGPT, Chromium. Okay, so Chromium, I wonder if I'm not a Firefox guy. I use Brave now, but Chromium is fine, totally. YouTube. So these are like the web apps, right? Oh yeah, I like that. That is cool. I'm gonna use that. So I use Super Q to close. I think like okay, so it's Super W and probably a lot of like the key bindings that if you run Tiling Window Manager before, you're gonna be like the base. So let's just do what was it? Okay, that's ChatGPT. So a lot of like if you want to switch around. A lot of these, like move them around like that. A lot of these key bindings are default, it seems. So that's nice. I'm probably gonna, let's just do that. I'm probably gonna change the super key to left alt, but who knows, maybe I should, because I think left alt and switching between workspaces is just better. Like the thumb is so under when it's like the Windows, I'm not a Mac user, but like the command key probably, and switching between workspaces, it's so like that. But who knows? I might break other things if I switch it, but let's switch it anyway, see what happens. Let's live dangerously. So apps, learn, what's that? Okay, Omarchy, so that would be the manual. Yes, I am correct. I wonder how we get back to this without always using the mouse, because the point of the Tiling Window Manager is just use the mouse as little as possible. So let's go down, Control Print. I really like this. I'm a huge fan of this because it's just also like when you're new, it's going to be, I forget keyboard shortcuts all the time. So, but also when you're new, it's like this is super handy and it looks good, really good. Like the font, I like the space between, it just looks awesome. Okay, Super Alt Space. Super Alt Space. Okay, see, we're learning. Okay, so that now we don't have to use the mouse to go there. So learn key bindings. We did that Omarchy Hyperland. So that's the Hyperland wiki, Arch wiki, NeoVim, Bash. Really nice, really nice. Capture toggle. I wonder what toggle is. Screensaver, nightlight. See how that. Oh, that is so cool. That is so cool. I like that. Okay, let's toggle that off. Let's just look at that right away. Top bar. So, okay, so you can turn on, like if you want like a full, just do that. Oh, nice. And then there's, of course, there are, key bindings to do this without probably going into the menu. So this looks stunning, I have to say. I want the top bar again. So style, I want to pick a theme. Are we using Cappuccino? No, now we are. Okay. The good old Cappuccino. Oh, sorry. Sorry, not sorry. The Canadian in me is just bursting out. Sorry, for no reason. Sorry. Let's just go into the terminal. Let's look at Alacrity. That's the one that comes. I've been using Alacrity myself for a few weeks. Of course, I've been using it before that, but I was using Rio. I was using WesTerm a lot. Really like WesTerm. I also like Electri. I think that's the amazing thing about FOSS and Linux is just we're spoiled with options. And so just so good, so good. So I don't need two, but you can jump around like this. Let's just close that one. He was using W for that. Let's just also close the Omarchy. I keep hitting Q because it's just my key bindings, but I would say that looks really good, but I am going to increase the font for you guys like that so you can actually see what's happening. I like icons, colors look good. So default font for me is way too small. And I just wonder if the HH just has a way better monitor than I have. or you just like small font. But let's check out what's happening. And so I went to, this is something that I would change right away. I used the Starship prompt, and I just need to know where I am. So I can't do print working directory 85,000 times a day. So I'm going to switch out to the Starship prompt just for moi. That's just what I prefer. But let's see what's in here. So Omarchy, and this is all the stuff that came installed. And let's go to Hyper. And okay, let's do Hyperland and just see what is happening there. Oh. Okay. It is installing. Okay, that's lazy Vim. Nice. Like lazy Vim, I've used Astro, I think it's called Vim as well. Lazy Vim is amazing. So you see everything's updated, and let's quit that. Let's see what's happening. Okay, so he's sourcing a lot of his config from local share Omarchy default. Nice. Monitors. So you have to set your monitor and like the refresh rate, the resolution, and also if you want to mirror it, stuff like that. So you can go. Now we're learning together. See, you go to Hyperland, and then you go to monitors somewhere, configuring. It's here, monitors. There it is. So that's how we do that. So let's keep pressing the wrong buttons here. So I have to change, or maybe get used to the super key. I don't know. I wonder also with how updating works. I know great programmers and developers like DHH, of course, they have backups of whatever they, overwrite with the updates. But I wonder if it's always going to change my settings just because it's sourcing. Like these are defaults, and I don't know. We'll figure it out together. So bindings. So let's check out bindings, and so here you can set your default terminal, browser, and okay. There's not at least here it doesn't bind main mod or super to a specific key. So it's just, let's just replace that. Sorry. Why am I saying sorry? So Canadian. So let's do switch, and let's do super, and let's do, I'm just showing you how you can do it. And okay. Save that, and let's see if I can switch terminal workspaces. No, can't switch workspaces. Let's set somewhere else, of course, because I didn't read the whole bindings. There's no workspace here. People. Okay, we'll figure that out. But I wonder if it works for everything else. So what was the ChatGPT thing again? Super A? Oh yeah, it works. So now left Alt key is the super key for all that stuff. And let's do close. Close. What? What's going on? I think I broke something. Let me see. Let's go back here. Oh, wait. That's just to open stuff. Okay. Let's figure this out. So to close it, I would just go back, of course, and like that. So left Alt is definitely not to close. And let's do again NVim. So Hyperland, we're just seeing the layout of the land, people. So it's sorting local share bindings. Okay, let's go to, see, I don't know where I am. So share, and it was Hyper. Was it Hyper or was it Omarchy? Let's just see. Let's just see. Oh, it was Omarchy. It was Omarchy. And let's do config. Was it that? And no, it wasn't that. Let's do Omarchy. Default. It was default. Hyper. There it is. There it is. Bindings. Okay. 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 Let's print that so you know, because I couldn't remember the path. So tiling. Okay. Let's do tiling and see what's happening. Oh, here it is. Close window. Everything like the tiling. Like okay. And the workspaces. So here's where everything happens that I was talking about. So again, you could do, let's do a command of just switch everything out. Switch super into Alt left. And let's save that and let's see what's happening. Now it works. Now it works. So just to recap, no, I shouldn't recap. You can just watch the whole thing again. So let's look at more things. I wonder how update works. Let's just update this whole shebang. Omarchy config process themes. We did that. Time zone process. Hyper idle, hyper sunset. See, that's what I was excited about checking this out because he's using stuff that I've never even heard of. So that's the amazing thing about projects like this is actually, if I don't continue to use it, but I might, I'm going to steal and copy some of his ideas and how he's doing things and I'm going to look at the bash scripts, how he's installing stuff, learn from it. And so that's why I think this project is amazing because I've been using Hyperland. Some of this stuff I'm like, I didn't even know about this stuff. Setup. So let's do setup. No, we were there. I was going to do install and package. Okay. Web app style editor. So Steam. Cool. I'm going to try gaming later. So that's going to be another video. So click like and subscribe and come back, of course. But update, we're going to do that. And let's just do update on Omarchy and see what happens. I just installed, I just pulled everything. So I wonder if there's of course, there's nothing to do. But I just wanted to see what's going to happen. It's probably going to update. Oh, let's do that again because, sorry, the Canada. Update, and let's do it again. I just wanted to see what it was going to do. Okay, so it's going to update Arch. And then your AUR packages as well. It's probably using Yay. Anyways, and then it's also going to update Omarchy as well. So that is cool. That is less, I would say, intimidating for people than to go into the terminal and do like Pacman or Yay or whatever helper you're using. So I'm going to install Starship. I am going to check out the sound, what's going on with that, and I'm going to keep you posted. But capture, I use Hypershot, so I wonder if this is, using Hypershot. Color, I love that. Because every time that I've had to create a website, I'm not a web developer, by the way, Arch, by the way, I have to go Google and find color and paste the image in and just to find I would love to have had this. Oh, love that. There's just so much stuff here. Like remove, if you want to remove, I wonder if web apps. So, oh, that's nice. You can just remove some of the stuff that you're not going to use. Google Contacts, I don't use that. I don't use Google Messages. Hey, so Hey is DHH company. It looks stunning. I was going to buy the family plan for us. So DHH, if you want to sponsor the channel, just let me know. Wink, wink. Because from what I've seen from the email client, I would love to use Hey for the whole family. It was just a bit too expensive for us at the moment. So WhatsApp, X, YouTube. So See, we're just cruising. So I think that's it for now. I'm just gonna start like getting accustomed to it. And I'm also, just for the fun of it, I'm gonna change the super key back to the super, or no, I'm gonna keep it this way. I'm gonna update the system. I'm gonna just see what happens. I'm just gonna go learn and look at everything and kind of customize everything. Let's look at some of the themes. Setup, that's not in here. Learn, capture, setup. See, I'm so new to this. Install, no. Style, of course it's under style. Sorry. Cappuccino. I'm a Tokyo Nights kind of a guy. Tokyo Nights. Let's look at some of the other themes. Style, themes, font. Oh, that's nice. I've never used this font. I think this is the, let's see. What does he use? Fast fetch. Let me see. Omarchy, Hyperland, Alacrity. Wasn't it supposed to? I don't know. I never used fast fetch, or what was the other one? Neo fetch. Never used that. So style. I thought it was just going to print out the font that's in use. So comment down below if there's a super easy way to see it with without really checking the config file. That would be nice to just print it out on the screen. But yeah, Everforce, Groovebox. Oh, that's not my cup of tea. But you have options. That's the amazing thing about this. So background, you would probably, let's close this, baby. So let's do style, background. Okay, I just have to install or set up my images for that. I don't know how it works, but I'll figure that out. So style, theme, Nord. Not a big Nord guy, but let's take a look at. No, I like the wallpaper. We have 4 cats and 2 dogs, a German Shepherd and a boxer. So kind of like the cat thing. I like this wallpaper. I don't like the way bar on top, but it's amazing that everything, it seems, let's go to apps. I wonder if super spacebar, yeah, that's the classic super spacebar to open up the applications right away, so you don't have to go through this menu and apps. You can just go super spacebar and Alacrity. Okay, I think this is really cool. Like everything changes. Everything changes. Good job. Well done. I applaud you and the team. So I'm gonna just start playing around, having fun. Tell me your opinions in the comments, and everything like that. I would love to hear from you, the community. But I think this is super important. I'm really hyped. I love the enthusiasm. I'm really liking the moving to Arch, Omarchy, like everything that's happening in the community. I like the hype. And if you're like a purist and you're like, oh, I have to do everything from scratch, you never should buy pre-built Legos. Fine, that's your thing. Like we all learn differently, and I'm gonna learn from this. And yeah, so stay tuned. I'm definitely gonna do another video on this. So until next time, peace out. Have a good day. Bye.